I would like to welcome John Mackay to the program. Hello, John.
G'day, Helen.
Welcome. Something very interesting today.
Certainly have, Helen. I've got one of the most interesting bits of God's creation that I've come across in a long time. It's remarkable, and it catches Queensland mosquitoes.
Is it a little can of something?
No, but it's better than the can because you've got to aim for it. This one always gets what it's after.
Okay, so have you got it hidden somewhere?
Well, look, if you just put your hand out, I'll give you a look. There you are. That's a southeast Queensland mosquito catcher, and I know you're looking puzzled. That's because at the moment they're just not growing. Next March it would look something like this picture we're just about to put on the screen, because that's an orchid bulb, and it grows into a tiny little orchid that most Queenslanders don't see.
Right.
They're only small, but what they do is they attract mosquitoes. And I was down my backyard where they grow and photographing, because I love, you know, the creation that God has made. And this little mosquito flew up, and you can see it just perched there.
Look at that,
tiny little
too.
thing. And see that cheeky little tongue that's poking out there? I mean, some people have called these politicians' flowers because the tongue is always out and moving. And the mosquito gets thrown inside the plant by this, and the tongue, the black thing there, jams shut, and the mosquito is now locked in that little round cavity, and the only way out is to crawl up through those horns. It gets pollen on its back, and it has to fly away. Of course, I was watching this plant for the next 2 hours, and that plant stayed shut for 2 hours, which meant that the mosquito had to go somewhere else if it wanted any other stimulation from another flower. It had to take the pollen from this plant to another plant. Just remarkable.
That's incredible. Now, how many times a year does this happen? Does this little bulb flower?
Well, unfortunately for us southeast Queenslanders, only once. So it's not around to catch all your mosquitoes right now, but they are magnificent little evidences of God's brilliance as a creator. They really are.
So, John, what does this tell us about creation?
Well, I guess any of the viewers out there, Helen, can find the best way of showing just how clever God is. Just take your Lego blocks and try and make a working copy of one of those. You'll soon give God credit for brilliance greater than you and I have got, Helen.
Well, I've got an 8-year-old at home who does some magnificent things with Lego, but I don't think he could make one of these.
No, well, I couldn't either, I'll admit to it.
Okay. John, you've done it again. Always a fantastic segment. Thank you very much for being on the program. And we'll be back very shortly with more of New Horizons. Stay with us.